Hi, I'm Owen from Square Balloon, and today we're going to talk about how to correctly space out logos. And you often see this in brand guidelines, but I'm not sure everybody understands how to do it. So by the end of this tutorial, I should hopefully have explained how we space things and how you can use this moving forwards, and kind of why we would do it as well. So as you can see on the screen, this logo was provided to us by the client, and it's touching all of the sides. And in some cases that would be really useful. So if you're putting on a website, it probably has spacing around it already, so you probably don't mind it having this logo cropped to the edges like this. It's not much of an issue. But in other cases, you would definitely want to make sure it's not touching the edge. So one example we had was, if we look at this video that's been made, it's not touching the edges, but there's not a lot of space around it. It's almost touching the edges. Enough of that. So what we would do if we were doing brand guidelines is we would determine how much spacing should be around this, and we use something which is known as X. And so X would be something in the logo. So in this case, this is like if we choose this as X, so X is always a square, by the way. So if we should choose this as X, it would be probably too big. However, we could choose something like this. A, for example, would be good, or even the S would be fine. So we choose the width of the A, that would be X. If we should choose the height of the A, then this would be X. Oh, you know what I mean. So we would basically choose something. In this case, right, so what I'll do is I'll choose the width of the A as X. There we go. Now we know that this is X. What we do is use this for spacing, and what you find is that you kind of need a bit more spacing to the left and right normally than the top and the bottom. So you might decide that the left and the right are 1x, so one of these squares, left and right, and the top and the bottom might be a half x, or it could be 1x and 2x. So if I show you what that looks like, I've done it on this this page here, so you can see that this is 1x and this is half x. So I guess I should show you with the other side as well, so you fully understand that's how it is. So there you go, that's how we decide spacing around it. And now if you see without them, you can see it's just nicely spaced out. There's never going to be too much touching the sides or anything like that, and you're never going to have a problem when it comes to like graphic design, for example. If you're making a poster, you would always make sure that this has got enough space around it. You wouldn't put another element touching it or too close to it. Same with the website. As I say, the websites normally have enough spacing around them anyway, but you should make sure of that, so spacing would work for that as well. So it's not so much that it's a pixels amount that should be spaced, or centimeters or inches or anything like that that should be spaced. It's more to do with proportion. So if this shrinks, you know, if this was like 1 centimeter or 1 meter, the spacing would remain proportionate and it would always have enough spacing around it. So I know if it was like 1 meter wide, that would be huge, but and you might think, oh, something could be closer because you know, it's like 25 centimeters or whatever it is. But actually, probably in that situation, you're going to be on a billboard or something like that, so you still should keep with the same spacing. So I hope that helps you to understand what X is and how to space out logos. You could use this principle with other elements as well, anything that's important. Text which is too close to the side, an image is normally okay touching the side, but text definitely wouldn't be. And if I show you quickly some brand guidelines, is R1 okay? So here you see that's how I've shown represented X, and you would always tell people that there has to be a certain amount of spacing between everything. And yeah, that's why you use it. So I hope that helps, and if you want any more tips on branding or design or anything else, please write in the comments on Subscribe.